Hello, I'm Doug, and this is the Taste and Sensibility channel. And today we're doing another episode of 10 Tastes for Whiskey Drinkers. And this one's geared more towards the malted barley spirits consumer. So, Scotch or Scotch like things from India, Taiwan, other parts of Europe, or maybe Australia, or even the US. Malted barley has a malty taste. It's familiar to beer drinkers, it's familiar to whiskey drinkers, and if you're just starting out and need some compass points or need some guidelines about what kinds of things you're tasting for, this is one of them that can help you. Or if you're not a beginner, maybe this can help you a little bit. But it's a strangely, uniquely US thing, I think. So in America, if you go to a grocery store, you can find a section where they have chocolate syrup and strawberry syrups and chocolate powder and strawberry powder. And you dump these things in the milk and they make it chocolate milk or strawberry milk. Or you can also dump them on ice cream. There's caramel syrup and other flavors that you dump onto ice cream. And the ice cream cones are usually there also. So this is a different section than the ice cream is actually sold at, or dairy products or milk is sold at. But one of the things that a well-stocked grocery store is going to have is malted milk powder. So there's sometimes a chocolate one, and then this one's called Original. So this is from Nestle Carnation. And it doesn't have much in it other than wheat flour and malted barley extracts, milk, I assume they mean powdered milk, soy lecithin, salt, sodium bicarbonate. It's no sugar, no vanilla, no flavors besides that malt. And then the other taste here is malted milk balls, which has a lot of this character in it. But we're gonna do this second, and we'll focus on the malted milk right now. I know it's pretty weird in the UK or Europe to have adults drinking milk or consuming a lot of milk products, but the milkshake, the ice cream culture in the United States is such that it goes on and on and on. And I guess in an ice cream parlor where they make milkshakes by hand from all the different parts of things, you can often say make it a malt, and they will dump in some malt powder, much like this, and give it that malty taste. So a chocolate shake could become a malt, a vanilla shake could become a malt. And this is the kind of stuff that they're dumping in. And I don't think any of this stuff happens in Europe or in the rest of the world even. So I'm going to take some of this powder and dump it into this milk, and then I'm going to be stirring it for quite a while. So I'll just ramble and talk about different things while we're doing that. But this is how to make malted milk, and the malty taste is unmistakable. So I'm just going to be stirring this while I mention that if you like the videos that you've been seeing here on this channel, please give this video a thumbs up, leave some comments down below, leave a question, subscribe to the channel, and if you click on that bell, you're going to get notified every time a new video comes out, usually Mondays and Thursdays. So this does not blend in well to the milk. It doesn't dissolve easily. You're kind of dispersing a powder and breaking up lumps. So I could have pre-done it before I started shooting, but I really wanted to show you the process. So just for reference, the back here mentions malted milk is added 3 tablespoons of the powder to 8-ounce glass of milk. Stir and enjoy. Fountain malt shake. Pour 3/4 cup cold milk, 3 tablespoons of Nestle's Carnation malted milk, some vanilla, and 2 scoops of ice cream into a blender. Blend and serve. So I think we're getting close to homogeneity. I'm smashing a few last little bits. So I, for one, enjoy the ice cream culture in the United States. I like making ice cream. I like using it in milkshakes. I like putting together my own concoctions. So this is usually a kind of fun thing for me. And I think we have it stirred up enough. Wow. So if you get some of the goo off of the spoon or some of the partially dissolved stuff from the side of the glass, It's even more concentrated maltiness. There's a little bit of a cooked milk flavor, a little bit of a cooked flour or wheat flavor, and then malt. This is 2% milk that I put it into. So it's not all the milk fat that's usually in milk. And it's not salty. It's got a little bit of the cooked milk flavor from the powdered milk that's in here. I'm not sure I'm picking up the flour, but there's kind of a toasty grain or a graininess. And I don't know if that's from the malt extracts or just from the flour. But the malt is similar and delicious. Similar to beers and whiskeys that I've tasted. So it's got that in common with the malted barley ferments and mashes and distillation products. So this is reminiscent of that in many ways. So if you can direct your tasting apparatus down through the milk, through the cooked milk, you can get all that maltiness. And it's really good. I can see there's some clumps that are still undissolved. I'll keep working on those, and that'll be 3 or 4 times as malty if I can smash those up and drink those later. So I'm setting that aside for now. Now I'm going after this candy, and this is an American candy called Whoppers, the original malted milk balls. And it's this chocolate covered malted milk solid things. It's kind of like a ball of the powder. And the term chocolate's used loosely. It's kind of a hard chocolate-like material. Let me get a few out here. I don't need many. I don't really like them that much as candy. I'm interested in sweets and chocolate and things like that. This is not one of the things that satisfies that scratches that itch. So this is a low quality chocolate on the outside, but on the inside, it's much of the flavor that's in here. You definitely get a malt. It's a sweeter inside. There's sugar on the inside parts. And the chocolate's just a light coating. So there's kind of a chocolate notes on the side, and then there's all the malted milk stuff on the other side. So that malt flavor that's in here and in here is pretty closely related to the malt that, the barley malt that turns into beer and whiskey. And that is an easy, cheap way to find out what malt tastes like in the US. You may know about where to go and get barley malt, powder or extracts or whatever is available in your country and culture, but I don't know where things like that are used elsewhere in the world. So this is a short episode, but I just wanted to point out you can get the flavors in this and in this, and to come back for another episode of 10 Tastes for Whiskey Drinkers.
Whiskey drinking women, they understand the things I do. They never beg me to stop drinking.